Yo, yo, yo. All right, we live now. We good now. We got it. It's working now.
Yeah, my bad.
Soft, soft, soft. Yep, we out here. You know what I'm saying? Red corner, episode 4, UFC 276 recap. You feel what I'm saying? So let me first ask you, what was your favorite fight?
Shoot. Probably the Strickland and Pereira.
Oh my goodness, bro.
yeah.
Listen, bro. Like, I'm not gonna lie. That probably was my favorite too. That one and Lawler. But the reason why I liked Strickland is because he's an idiot, bro. He is. I haven't seen a worse game plan. That
Yeah,
was
he
a
kind of.
terrible. Dude was standing straight up like a pencil, trying to parry his jabs. I mean, you know the guy has power. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he's trying to like ego trip. I don't know, but you know the guy has power. Bro, you're not bent down or nothing. Your chin's up in the air. You know what I'm saying? I mean, just the worst game plan I've seen. I don't, it was trash game plan, bro. But you know,
I mean, when he got knocked out, he had come in like that 2 times prior.
huh?
He had come in when he got knocked out with that left hook. He had come in sloppy, just like the way he had come in 2 times prior, and Alex didn't make him pay for it up until then.
Right? Yeah. And you could tell he was setting that up. He was given the illusion that he was being backed up. You know what I'm saying? Giving them the illusion that Strickland is pressing him.
Yeah.
In case he was
Alex Pereira is super experienced.
Yeah,
he was
experienced
a
as
double
well.
champ in Glory. So
Exactly.
he has a lot of experience. You know, he fights very well off his back foot.
Right. Exactly. And that's the case about a lot. Like, that's when you know you're a good fighter. Like, if you can fight from any position to the point, because basically, if you're comfortable in any position, you can fight from any position. You can win from any position. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if you're a fighter that doesn't get uncomfortable in a lot of positions, that's more than half the battle right there. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people can't fight backwards, can't fight on the back foot. It's very tiring, you know what I'm saying? But I don't mind it, you know what I'm saying? I can fight on my back foot. I can fight going forward. You know what I'm saying? It all depends on who I'm fighting, to be completely honest with
you. It's a rhythm thing too. Because I think like it takes a lot of skill to have like the same rhythm going forward that you do backwards.
Mm-hmm.
So
definitely, it's a flow. You know what I'm saying? It's a flow. It's something that you just have to keep on doing, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? You have to get comfortable with it. You can't just wake up one day, all right, cool, I'm going to fight backwards, because there's a lot of boxers that can't fight backwards. You got Ryan Garcia, and you got Teofimo Lopez. They cannot fight backwards. They're very uncomfortable with fighting backwards. In that 7 to, but I think that 8 to round 11 with Loma versus Teo, if you watch that fight again, he's very uncomfortable fighting backwards. In those rounds, Loma was having a lot of success. You know what I'm saying? Because he was fighting backwards, he didn't feel comfortable at all.
So kind of the same thing with like with Deontay.
Well, for Deontay, you mostly see him going forward. You do mostly see him going forward. I don't think he does enough to fight backwards. I don't think he does. He fought enough backwards. You know, so for the most part, people are running away from him. He's usually on the hunt. So you could say that. You could definitely say that. You know, he's not that.
Because I would say that in the first fight with Fury, when Fury got back up, obviously controversial, super controversial, but I feel like after he did get back up and he put him on his back foot, he won the rest of the round.
Yeah. Oh well, you can't win the round if you not.
Yeah. I think he outboxed him.
Yeah.
For the rest of the round.
Yeah, for sure. Fury has always been the better boxer. He's always been the better boxer. But Wilder has that equalizer, man. Wilder has that equalizer. He only has to hit you one time. But for that first fight, he knocked him down twice. It was another long count again. It was another long count, and they actually interviewed the referee. They interviewed him later on, and they asked him why he gave such a long count. And his words were, he wanted to give the Tyson Fury the benefit of the doubt. That was his words.
So wait, what did you think about? So obviously, I was super excited for this first fight against Sean and Pedro, but it got stopped early, due to the eye poke.
Yeah.
So who did you give that first round to?
Pedro, easy.
Yeah. So I had said coming into that fight that the leg kicks were going to be a huge factor, and I would say that essentially
that won him the round. He didn't.
Yeah, that was the deciding factor in the first round.
O'Malley wasn't really doing anything. You know what I'm saying? I mean, every single time he'd come close, he'd get banged up with the kick. I mean, he just won the round. Pedro won the round. I mean, I don't know how he thought he won the round, Sean. I mean, like he said, he didn't get hit. Kicks are still hits. Kicks are still scoring points.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I do think Pedro was very hesitant to get in there. I do think that. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, Sean's boxing, his timing is just his accuracy, his striking is super slick, and you have to account for the fact that he's very long.
He's long as hell, bro.
Yeah,
the guy
for the division,
5'6", fighting a guy 5'11".
Man.
That's a big difference, bro.
Yeah, it's very easy to get caught with that guy.
And in the second round, he did get caught a couple times. Honestly, God, I think it was maybe one or two times. I think he got caught, but when he did, I was like, damn, okay, so he can bang, he can hit. You know what I'm saying?
He has deceptive power. Just like Izzy has deceptive power. He doesn't have like concussive force, but he'll just hit you at the right time.
Right. See, it's timing, man. Timing is such an underrated thing, bro. Like, sometimes, bro, you don't even have to be fast, but if you have the right timing, it'll seem like you're very fast.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Okay. So what I was gonna say was there was this guy in the 70s or 80s, I think, 70s or 60s, but I don't know if you've seen the video with Bruce Lee where where he's like, it's black and white and he's about to punch the guy and becomes really close but doesn't punch him. Do you remember that video? You have to see it.
Possibly.
Yeah. Maybe see it. Let me see if I can find it. Let's see. Okay, I found it.
Ben.
I found it. Let me see if I can bring it up.
I need a new chair. My goodness.
Yeah, that shit is that's making a lot of noise.
I'm just trying to stay as still as possible. Not gonna lie.
Stop. You already know. I'm gonna bring it up right now. It's taking a while to load up. Yeah, this is it.
Goodness gracious. Who's that? Are you gonna share your screen?
Yeah, I'm gonna share my screen.
Okay.
Just 1 second. Just a second.
Yo, I saw Joshua and Usyk are supposed to fight again.
Yeah, that's I think August.
Yeah.
I think we'll talk about that as well. We're definitely gonna talk about that.
Okay.
Definitely talk about that one. Okay, so do you see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think he's in the right video. But okay, so it's one of the is. Does this look familiar?
Yeah. I know what the 1 inch punch is. Yeah.
Right, but there's another video where he doesn't punch the guy, but he gets very close. Does that ring a bell?
It doesn't. I'm gonna be
Doesn't.
honest.
Damn. Soft fire. It's gonna be too hard to find it right now, honestly. It's gonna be too hard to find it. But anyways, one of the guys that he did that with, he comes really close to punching the guy, but he doesn't punch him, right? He comes really close to it, but he doesn't punch him. But the guy, he's still alive, right? And like the guy said he was faster than Bruce Lee. The reason why Bruce Lee was able to hit like he did and it looked so quick is it was his timing. Basically, he put it like that. He said it was pretty much he had really, really, really good timing. He wasn't crazy fast. You know what I'm saying? Like people were faster than him, but it was just his timing was really good. So like timing, man, like that's such a big factor, bro. People don't realize that shit. People wanna, you know what I'm saying, just try to be the fastest, which it's hard not to. Obviously, you want to be quick, you know what I'm saying, but if you can figure out the timing, if you can figure out the flow of what that person has, what everyone has a beat, everyone has a rhythm, you know what I'm saying. So if you can offset it, you know what I'm saying, if you can offset that person's rhythm, you can do a lot of damage to them. So you're not
man. There's a kid who fought on the card. He fought in the prelims. Named Ian Gary. It's an Irish kid.
I saw that. Yeah, that guy was good. Bro, that guy was good.
That I've seen it. I saw him fight before. I saw him in his I think it was 2 fights ago. I saw him in his UFC debut and he knocked the dude out. And it's just what we were talking about. He literally, and they were talking about it a lot last night too, with you know, just there was a lot of technical striking last night.
See,
excuse me.
And one thing I noticed, like, yeah, if I'm remembering the fight correctly, he had a good jab, right?
Yeah.
These fighters, bro. This I want to talk about Max, man. Because that one hurt me, bro. I was rooting for Max.
Yeah, bro. That was just like complete domination all 5 rounds.
Yeah, he got massacred.
Bro, Volk is very good, man. Volk is so good.
Volk is. I have to give him credit, bro. I have to. I can't not give him credit, man. He is a good ass fighter, bro, and he's getting better. These are the things I noticed with UFC guys. When they start getting better each fight, they start going start going really far. Like there's not a lot of boxers that get better each fight. I can name about 10.
I feel like in boxing it's because there's a lot of cherry pickings. I feel like
precisely
a lot of fights is not challenging.
Exactly, and that's what happens because once you start getting the same type of level of fighter, you get complacent. You get, you get not bored, but you don't yourself, like you said, you don't get challenged enough.
Stagnant. You become stagnant.
Exactly. Plateau. So by the time you get someone, that can bang, that can really hit, or that can box really well, you're rusty. You know what I'm saying? You're rusty. But with UFC, the competition keeps getting better and better. And this is the thing, boxers that want to have the best fights, we have to acknowledge them because there's not a lot of boxers that are calling for the best possible fights, the best step-ups. Devin Haney is one. Shakur Stevenson is one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Errol Spence is one. Terrence Crawford is one. Jim Charlo. He definitely fights the best, of his availability, but I don't really think he calls for them. But he does fight. He fights anyone, you know what I'm saying? So I got to give him that one. But, it's just a rarity, bro, that boxers that will get better each fight. Well, with MMA, when they start getting better each fight, they're almost unstoppable. Usman. Last, 3-4 fights, bro, he was just getting better and better and better. His progression in his striking, in his, you know what I'm saying? Mostly his striking, to be honest. But, you could see him getting better. So it was okay. And I saw that with Volk, man. Because I watched the second fight with him and Holloway. I personally thought Holloway won the fight.
Yeah. A lot of people thought that.
Yeah, I thought
I agree with that.
So I was going into this fight, I'm like, okay, it's gonna be, it's gonna look somewhat similar. I'm thinking, right, bro? These are the issue with a lot of people, fighters in general. They don't have a jab. Max Holloway didn't have a jab. He kept getting tagged with Volk's jab. I mean, look, if you're getting hit with the same shot the whole entire fight, you're not doing your job right. You need to adjust. You need to
Yeah.
adjust. If you're getting striked with the same jab, the left jab, I get that he's quick, but I mean, he wasn't throwing it differently. He was throwing the same jab. I mean, he wasn't moving his head. He did have his moments, you know what I'm saying, where he
Yeah.
had a decent head movement, but his jab
You know,
wasn't there.
This is almost like it's almost I kind of like would compare it to almost like, you know how like people hate the Dallas Cowboys because they like tend to like play down to their opponent in like play, but like when the opponent is like, you know, for real, they like play up
Okay, right. Like they
instead of
played to
just
their,
like
so you mean like they played to their opponent's ability? Is that what you mean?
like they take unnecessary risks
Okay.
essentially. Because like for example, like in the Yair fight, like I feel like Max could have dominated that fight, and it could have been like a more handy victory. But I feel like he got hit way too much.
Is that the fight where both of them were just bloody as hell?
Yeah, I believe that. Yeah, that's the last fight he had right before this one.
Okay.
So that was a war. So it was an absolute, and you know, obviously you can't take anything away from Yair Rodriguez. He's really good. He's
Is that
about to
the
fight.
guy? Is that the guy that he was saying he's the best boxer?
No, that is Calvin Cater.
Okay. Okay.
That's Calvin Cater. Yair Rodriguez, I'm trying to. He's just a super unorthodox fighter. I just saw. Oh, we were talking about him last time, and I said that it's not so much that his like stance and like and stuff is like or unorthodox and whatnot, but the techniques that he uses and stuff like that are super unorthodox. Like one of the techniques that Max got hit with is the was like the cartwheel kick, where he was like you basically just throw your like you do a cartwheel essentially on one hand, you like just throw your shins into his head, and like stuff like that is like you should be able to avoid it. It's just super wild. You know what I'm saying?
It's super wild. It's something that it can obviously be telegraphed if it's that much movement. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But I think that's Max's problem, bro. Is essentially is that he takes too much damage. He has the highest land rate in the UFC, but he also gets hit the most.
Mm.
So like that tells you that he is a guy who takes the most risk, and some people are just going to be able to, you know, deal with that. Volk is like you said, like Volk is a different animal. Volk is a different animal because like he's not even just looking better technically. He is getting faster. He literally looks faster in his fights. I don't know if it's just like you were saying, like a better timing, but he is literally faster in these fights.
Oh,
like he's not just getting technically better. He is dominated. Like you saw it against Korean Zombie, man. I mean, like he's just bro, I just don't know how to even explain that because I've never seen like I've seen guys technically get better. I've just never seen them, and I've never seen somebody get faster as they've gotten older. That's is I don't know, man. But Volk is just a different animal.
That goes against nature right there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I was shocked, man. Like I was the way that he was piecing up Max. I'm like, damn, bro, like, yo, this is embarrassing. I got bored of the fight, like, because it was just one sided. You know what I'm saying? It was really one sided. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't getting anything off on Volk.
Volk's timing was so good, man. Just he was hitting him in between his shots, and like the thing is like Max is a fighter who he's not gonna knock you out. He's a fighter who will literally beat you up for 5 rounds and will drag you into deep water. He's a fighter. He thrives off of momentum. Mm-hmm. And so what he did you manage to did you watch the Cater fight yet? Did you
Was
watch
it?
Max versus
No,
Cater?
no. You gotta send me that link, bro.
Okay, I'll send that to you then. I'll send it
Yeah.
to you after this.
Okay.
But basically, in that fight, the reason why Max was able to mount the victory that he did, to mount the performance that he did, was he was able to essentially put together combos on Cater and just keep doing it, like building up momentum, put together 4-piece combo, 5-piece combo, 6-piece combos, and then you keep using his head, and he was able to just get into a rhythm and like get that momentum going. And Volk was just kept hitting him, and then like would hit him in between his combos, and he wouldn't even like be able to like get something started.
Right.
And
It
so
was
his momentum was just
just
flat the whole time.
you could tell he was discouraged, man. You could tell he was just discouraged. Like you know when like I mean, look, there was no round that was close. There was no
No,
round that was close.
absolutely. I can't remember what Buffer said right after what he said the score line. I'm pretty sure that it was 50-45. Like
Yeah,
all judges gave
it's
gave
embarrassing,
him all
bro.
5 rounds.
Embarrassing. Like, where does Max go from this?
Uh Bro, like
Like,
here's the thing, man. Like that division is just so stacked. And I honestly think that Max believes in himself so much. Like he's still just gonna hold that number one spot. Like I really do think like last night we had the two guys, bro. We had the two guys who like in that division are the
was the
greatest,
best,
man.
right?
Who are right now who are like the best. Um it's just like it's very akin to like what's happening at flyweight with obviously not to the same extent because flyweight's just not anywhere near stacked as 145 or bantamweight or lightweight. It's just not a very stacked division. But we know that we have the two correct guys in that division in Moreno and in Figueiredo. They're about to fight for like the fourth time because we cannot decide who's better.
That's crazy, bro.
But
Insane.
but um but as far as featherweight, like yes, we saw Max get dominated last night, but as far as the pecking order, we know that those are the two guys for featherweight.
So does his rank get dropped?
Who Max?
Yeah.
No. Well, actually, I don't know. We have to see we have to wait till Tuesday to see
Okay.
the rankings come out. One guy though who wasn't even ranked before last night and went up to number 4 is Alex Pueda.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, because that's how it works in MMA. Is that's how it worked with Derek Lewis when he knocked out that's how it worked with Ty when he
Right.
knocked out Derek Lewis.
Right.
He went straight to the number 3 spot.
Yeah. You take the guy that you just beat his spot.
So Alex is now the number 4 ranked contender in the middleweight division, and I honestly would like to see him fight one more person before he fights Israel Adesanya.
Who would you like that to be? Robert?
Yeah, to be honest, I would either like okay, Robert would be ideal, but like Robert Whitaker or Marvin Vettori. But I think that or even Paulo Costa. I just think that
I think he'd smash Paulo, but
yeah,
I think
so as well.
I think Robert would be a really good match for him. Really good match.
No, I think so too, and I think that I just think he needs to fight somebody that we have seen Izzy
Right. I agree.
That we've seen Izzy have a good showing against.
Right. And see what he can do to them.
Yeah.
He can be them more impressive, then we know then we know what needs to be next.
Yeah, because Rob he's fought twice. Vettori he's fought twice. Costa was his best performance. Or I guess arguably his best performance. I would say that that's his best performance that he's ever had was against Costa. So those are 3 people who potentially I think that I would want to see Alex fight next.
Do you think they're gonna throw him in there with Israel right away?
Well, man, I don't know. You see, because I I don't know what would make the most money, bro. I think that if he fought someone like Robert Whitaker first, because like if we're being honest, I don't think anybody thought that Sean Strickland could like beat Izzy. I think that everybody, believes that Izzy would piece Sean Strickland up pretty handily. Might even, do the same thing that he did to like Robert Whitaker, where he like knocked him out on his feet. Like so I think that everybody thinks that Izzy would piece Sean up, and so that's why I don't see it like just because Alex beat Sean last night, like you should put him in the title shot next. I don't think that Sean is like. I think he's good, but I don't think Sean was like top tier competition in terms of like, oh, you beat this guy, you deserve a shot next.
Right.
I think you got to beat I think you got to beat like Robert, or you got to beat Vittori or someone like that. Someone who's at least fought for the title before.
Exactly. This is my first time watching Sean Strickland, but I mean, like I said, bro, I have not seen a worse game plan for a fighter has power. Like, it would be different if if the guy you didn't think he had power, you think you could take his power, like you know what I'm saying? But like it's been proven he has power. Like, it's been proven already. There's nothing for you to find out. You know what I'm saying? So it'd be different if it was like the guy that might have knocked out some low tier guys. You know what I'm saying? But like, his power's been proven. So if I'm going into that fight, I'm telling you, bro, the guy had his chin straight up.
He was, man. Listen,
pencil straight. No center of gravity. No, you know what I'm saying? Nothing. He was. I mean, I couldn't believe it. I'm like, yo, I knew it was a matter of time. I'm like, yo, this is not going past. You know what I'm saying? This is not going 5 rounds.
Dog, I might have to send you the video. I saw a YouTube video this morning of like just a different perspective. Like, it wasn't a cage side perspective, but it was no, actually it was cage side. It was like a cage side perspective of the fight, and I heard someone go, "Well, should be a quick night for Alex."
I seen that. Yeah, I seen that. Mm-hmm.
And
well, you could just tell.
Man.
You could see, and Alex was standing straight as well, but the punches that when he was throwing the punches, he was bending down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so, Alex has like a 79, 80-inch reach. He has a very similar reach to Adesanya. So he fights very good from range. Right. And Sean was doing the complete wrong thing. Because I understand, like, Sean was following him way too much. He was just following him, and he was just like, look, bro, if you want to get to the inside, like, you can't just make it so easy to just time me. Like, you can't just walk inside.
Exactly.
You can't just walk inside and you don't even have your hands up. And
exactly.
Like, he did it 3 times, bro. He did it twice before that. Mm-hmm. Like, if you go back and you watch the fight, you see him come in the same way twice.
Exactly.
And Alex just didn't make him pay for it because it was just like, all right, because Alex was just like, all right, son, like,
this is what he does.
Like, quick night, like, do you want to be here? Alex was like, do you want to be here?
Right.
And he was just like, all right, bro, so you're gonna come in twice sloppy and then made him pay. Exactly. Like, you saw it, bro. You saw him come in twice. Like, I feel like someone who doesn't even try to analyze fights, like, if they just try a little bit. Right. You could just see him come in sloppy twice. Like, you literally see him like just lunge into the pocket, bro. Mm-hmm. You just see him dip down, lunge into the pocket, drop his hands, and it's just like, bro,
what are you doing?
Yeah, man. But
what are you doing? Like that's why I'm like, okay, I know he has power. I'm not that impressed personally, like just because of the way the fight was fought. I'm impressed with his power, I guess. But like, it wouldn't be hard to do that to like, if I was his size, I could have done the same thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I'm not hating on him. I'm not trying. I don't want to like.
No, I get what you're saying. You're saying that it wasn't hard to knock somebody out who came in with their chin up.
Precisely. You know what I'm saying? It's not a hard thing to do what he did. You know what I'm saying? He does have power though. He can definitely bang. I think if he fights Israel though, I think Israel's gonna win by decision. If you notice, bro. Against power punches, bro, Israel does not get hit that often. Like he does, like with solid shots. I think I counted maybe 3 or 2 solid shots that Jared landed on him. Like I know they have the power shot stats. When I see power shots, I mean shots that either hit you on your chin, temple, in the clean. You know what I'm saying? That's what I call power shots. You know what I'm saying? Because those are the ones that are gonna knock you out. Those shots are gonna knock you out. He might have ate 1 or 2 or 3, but he doesn't really get caught that often. So I think if he's careful, I think he beats him. I think he beats him by decision.
Yeah, I don't know.
A safe fight.
I don't know because you have to look at the fact that he did beat Izzy twice, although albeit in a different sport, albeit 10 years ago. The guy is I don't think Izzy has fought a striker who is at his caliber, like who can put together the kickboxing combinations, who has the knowledge of striking in the way that like a kickboxer would. In Alex Pereira was a double champ in Glory, so like it's hard to say that Izzy would win by unanimous decision, because I do think that Alex Pereira can strike with him.
Definitely, but you gotta hit him.
Strike with him.
You gotta hit him.
Absolutely,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You feel
not
like
only can he strike with him, but the weapons that Izzy uses coming into MMA as a kickboxer, uses a lot of leg kicks. He feints a lot. Definitely. He's a very lengthy. He fights a lot from range. He uses his reach very well. Exactly. He's just very technical, and Alex Pereira is a guy who can deal with a lot of that stuff. He's going to be able to nullify Izzy's leg kicks. Like we saw Izzy fight Jan Blachowicz, and we saw how well Jan was able to deal with Izzy's kicks.
Bro, I gotta watch that fight. That fight I do need to watch.
Yeah, you gotta watch. And I'll try to link you. Try to send those links.
Yeah.
But that's actually a very good fight if you want to see a game plan on how to beat Izzy. You have to take it with a grain of salt because it was a weight class up. Right. Obviously, the guy's much bigger, so it was really not that Izzy didn't really get outstruck. And also what you're saying with power, I do think that Izzy can actually deal with power. I just think that because he doesn't get hit very often, people think he can't deal with it. But he got hit pretty solid against Blachowicz. He got hit pretty solid,
and it probably is that. It probably is that. Like if I don't see you taking or eating shots, I don't want to see it. Like if I don't see it already, I don't want to. You know what I'm saying? Like you feel what I'm saying? Like I've seen Floyd take shots. I've seen him eat shots. I know he has a chin. You know what I'm saying? But we haven't really. I personally haven't seen Izzy eat a clean shot. You know what I'm saying?
Watch. This was way earlier on. This is him when he fought for the interim belt. But so I guess not way earlier on. But watch him fight Kelvin Gastelum.
Okay, isn't that one of the best fights?
Yeah, that fight was a war. That fight was probably his biggest war. But I'd watch him fight Kelvin Gastelum. Honestly, watch him fight Silva. Watch him fight Anderson Silva.
I think I don't know if I've seen the whole thing, but yeah, I'll watch that one. I don't think I've seen the whole entire thing. I think I've seen some highlights, but yeah, I'm gonna definitely watch that one. That one's apparently iconic. But yeah, man. So that's what I'm saying. Okay, it's probably different for you. You probably know he has a chin. You know what I'm saying? But fighters I know have a chin. Canelo has a chin. You know what I'm saying? We know it's been proven.
Yeah, we saw it tested.
Yeah, we seen it tested. You know what I'm saying?
Devin
has a chin. People don't think he has a chin. Devin has a chin. You know what I'm saying? He's been wobbled, but he has a chin. He sat. What's his name? Jorge Linares sat down Lomachenko. People always seem to forget that. He wobbled Devin Haney, but he sat down Lomachenko. You know what I'm saying? Knocked his ass down. It's gonna end in 10 minutes, but I'm gonna restart the call. because we got more to
You're
talk
good.
about. But you know what I'm saying. So Devin has a chin. Who else has a good chin, man? Who has the best chin in boxing right now? Uh, who has the best chin in boxing?
Yo, have you seen this? You know about? Have you seen Rod Tang?
Who?
Rod Tang in
I
Muay
didn't watch
Thai.
that. And Bam Bam or something like that.
No. Rod Tang is
Is
he
that
fights
the
in
Muay Thai?
one
Is
championship.
that the
He's
Muay Thai guy?
yeah, Muay Thai.
Oh shit!
He just fought Demetrius Johnson not that a
Oh,
couple months
in
ago.
a different sport, right?
Yeah, him and Demetrius Johnson did a like dual MMA Muay, like a half MMA half Muay Thai match.
How long ago was that? Because I don't remember. That wasn't too long ago, right?
No, it wasn't. It's pretty recent. It was they did like the first round was Muay Thai, second round was MMA.
That's crazy. That's
Yeah.
crazy. Who won? Your time?
Demetrius Johnson won in the second round. He choked him out. Rear naked choke.
Bro, DJ is crazy, bro. Isn't he like one of the best UFC fighters?
Yeah, I mean he is the GOAT, arguably the GOAT.
I think he
But
has the most UFC title wins.
He's definitely the best at flat. I don't remember. I'm gonna look that up. Whoa. So yeah, but Demetrius Johnson is definitely the best at flyweight. Hold on. Who has the most? I think it might be John Jones. Oh wait. Yeah, I think it actually might be John Jones because I think
Wait,
we have to
the
we have
most
to
title wins?
title wins.
I think that's DJ.
No, it's John Jones.
John, eh?
Yeah, I thought it was John Jones. He has 14.
Oh wow, how much DJ had? 11.
It's ridiculous. No, it's really 14, 13, 12. It goes John Jones, then it goes GSP, and then it goes Demetrius Johnson, and then right after Demetrius Johnson is Anderson Silva.
Damn, bro. So, I'm rooting for him to beat Silva. I'm rooting for him. You know, the next generation. I'm rooting for him. But his competition is. See, if people like to say fights are boring, they're chess matches. It's up to the challenger to make it more interesting. He's there to defend his belt. Why is he going to take some crazy ass chances to get knocked out?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It's their opportunity to make the fight a war. Why am I going to make it a war? I'm chess match. I'm pick you apart. I'm gonna choose my punches. You know what I'm saying? So it's a chess match. It's a chess match, simply. You know what I'm saying? So,
absolutely, bro. You people don't. Obviously, I don't mean this disrespectfully. It's just people don't really get belts by People don't really get belts by trying to be entertaining. They get belts by trying to get belts, bro.
Precisely.
Look at
Shannon.
I think that a lot of people don't actually know what it takes. Because it's very romanticized. Obviously, you want the person who's going to be super technical. You want them to have this concussive power and be able to knock people out in one punch. And then also you want them to be the most entertaining fighter, and you want them to be able to sell the fight and be able to get on the mic. It's like, be realistic. Most people are going to take the path of least resistance, man, which is the smartest thing,
choice, bro. You're not
smartest thing to do.
Like,
be water, my friend.
Be water, straight up.
Take the path of least resistance.
You don't win any brownie points. You don't win any extra points from having concussions at the end of your fight.
Mm-hmm.
You don't win any points from having their nose broken, eye socket broken. Like, you don't win any points. All you win is the fans screaming. But you know what I'm saying?
At the end of the day, bro, they never done it.
I'm telling you, bro. Half the people, more than half, never been in an actual fight. So it's like you don't know how it feels to be clocked in the head.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know what it feels to be hit so hard that you gotta retreat and you gotta recover. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not a fun thing. I mean, obviously it's fighting, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's not something that you want to go through. You want to be able to come out with your health. That's
yeah.
You want to, what I'm saying? Like, Floyd did it the best, man. Floyd Floyd, went in there and did not hit and did not get hit. Swim without getting wet. That's the best way. You know what I'm saying? That's the best way, and I don't care what anyone says. I mean, look, yeah, some of these fights are entertaining. I get it, but I can definitely appreciate a chess match. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's a chess match, bro. I mean,
Yeah, I think that's why I'm so like averse to calling fights boring, because like even when they're not throwing punches, like you can see what's happening.
mm,
Like if you know what's going on,
precise,
like you can
especially
see
if
them
you fought,
like you
especially
can
if you
see them
fought.
going like this and try to time up strikes and
Right,
trying to land
right,
something in
right.
between their opponent's strikes, or
Exactly.
trying to draw out a react. Like you
Yeah.
can see the like the
Right.
chess match, like you said, like you can
See,
see what's going on. The problem
exactly.
is
And here's
too many casual fans don't really have
that's
any clue what's happening.
precisely. It's casuals. It's their opinion is getting pushed more than anything because there's probably more casual fans than there are hardcore fans,
No,
right?
that's a
You know
hundred
what I'm
percent
saying?
true, because
Right.
like
So you
if you
hearing
look at
their opinion,
anything,
anything, yeah, anything. Like so you're hearing their opinion the most. Always boring. Look, I'll tell you what. I enjoyed the Israel fight more than I did Max Holloway. Even though Max Holloway and Volkanovski was more of a, it was more action packed, but it was so one sided. So it wasn't a chess match. It was just one dude getting beat up.
mhm.
It wasn't a bad fight. I didn't think it was boring, but like at a certain point, I think at like round three, I was like, yo, like this is not fun to watch. You know what I'm saying? Like if you have two, you know what I'm saying? If you have
But
two
if you're Australian,
you feel me? They're having a great time. You know what I'm saying? They're having a great time. But like if you have two dudes really trying to figure each other out, not trying to make any mistakes,
mhm.
that's see, and the thing is you have to be a fighter to really appreciate that. I think so. You have to have been able to have gotten in the ring, you know what I'm saying, to really appreciate, okay, say, damn, like okay, I'll put it to
Or
you
at
this
least trained,
huh?
or at least trained.
Right, at least yeah, you know what I mean. It's like if
Yeah,
you
yeah.
stepped in the ring, if you sparred, if you trained, if you know what I'm saying, if you know what it takes to be a fighter, you know what I'm saying, then you can appreciate it more. But let me put it to you this way: Initial D, that's a racing anime. In that anime, they do some wild stuff. You know what I'm saying, like racing wise, right?
Yeah.
And like there are scenes in that show where he does some ridiculous stuff, but I know how ridiculous I drive, right? So I know how ridiculous that stuff is. And I literally, bro, I've been watching that show and I had jumped out of my bed. I'm like, yo, that is insane. The stuff that they do. So it's like, you watching the fight and you see, Izzy, dodge a punch that looked like it is like it's right there. Like,
Mhm.
like, damn, like that's hard to do. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
appreciate it more. You know what I'm saying? You really do appreciate it more because you
Yeah.
know how hard it is to
You
do
know what
what
it takes.
you know what it takes. You know what it takes. So it's something that what I'm saying not everyone's gonna get, you know what I'm saying.
Mhm.
um but we got to go to MMA, we got to go to a UFC fight, man.
For
Like
sure, yeah.
we really
My
got
dad was talking about that yesterday.
which man, there's I don't know what other cards are coming out this year. I don't know about this year, but like in the
I mean,
future.
bro, there's a card every month.
Is there?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh shit. Oh yeah, you're right. Oh shoot, yeah, you're right. Yeah,
There's a
next month is
card
in
every
March.
month. Dog, there's so many opportunities for us to go to an event.
Yeah, man, we got to make it happen,
There's
bro.
so many
Got to make it
opportunities.
happen. I'm waiting for Spence and Crawford, but after that, I'm definitely down to hit some up, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely down.
Mm.
Um, but so what was your? Oh shoot. Okay, I'm gonna start a new call. All right, because it's gonna give us 1 minute. Hold up. All right.
All right. Wait. Let me just leave this, boys, and then wait
What?
for the new link.
Okay. Yeah. So my question was, where where does Jared go from this? I didn't know that he beat Anderson Silva, bro. I gotta keep up with this shit.
Yeah, I mean, Anderson Silva. I mean, by that point in his career, has
Yeah, he's
declined very much. So
definitely.
at that point, people were like starting to wrestle him quite a bit.
Huh?
By that point in his career, people were starting to like wrestle him and stuff.
Right. Yeah, no question. But where does Cannonier go from here?
To be honest, man, I mean, Cannonier wasn't. He wasn't. He can definitely fight for the title again. I actually think he did not look bad against Izzy. I don't think. Even though I think that Izzy beat him 4-1, I think that it was purely based on technique. Like I don't think that it was. I think it was purely because he decided to kickbox Izzy. I think that he came into the fight in very good shape. He looked very good. He looked like he did look like he got stung a few times, and he looked like he took it very well. Could have just be
his head was getting knocked back.
Mm-hmm. There was a couple shots did stung him, but he honestly just looked very composed, bro. And he looked like, even though he didn't ever look like he wasn't he was giving up or something like that. He always looked like he was in the fight, trying to figure out what Izzy was doing.
Definitely, yeah. He never got discouraged. It was. The fight wasn't close, but the rounds were competitive. You know what I'm saying? The fight, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, and I'm not mad at that round you gave to him. What was that? The second round or the third
round? I'm sorry, could say that again?
Was it the second or third round you gave to him?
The third round I gave to him.
Yeah, I think I don't know if I gave it to him, but I could definitely see why people. I'm not mad at that at all. I'm not mad at 4-1 at all.
He got outstruck in that round. Izzy did.
Yeah, Izzy did. Yeah. I think he had more success than people were even. My main thing, I thought that was going to be the factor was the power. Like, you know what I'm saying? Literally, and I could tell that Izzy was worrying about that too. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't just going in there willy-nilly. He was, very defensive, of course, like he always is.
I think that Izzy knows, like, people are going to try to knock him out a lot.
Yeah, and the thing is, bro, this is the Mayweather effect. It's not really the Mayweather effect, but it's the Mayweather effect to the point where people want to see him get knocked out. That's that's what people are banking on now. Floyd Mayweather made a whole career of people waiting for him to get knocked out. It never happened. You had people betting. I know a person that won $40,000 of the course of Floyd Mayweather. His whole career, he made $40,000 betting off him, or betting for him. You know what I'm saying? Because people were adamant that this guy was going to knock him out. Next guy was going to knock him out. It never happened. So when you can create a atmosphere where you want people want to see you get knocked out,
you can make fighters do dumb shit.
You can make them just try to headhunt. You see, can Cannonier go to his body much?
No, but the thing is, that's the thing is, like, Izzy leans back a lot. out of range,
Mhm.
which leaves his body open.
People
a lot
just
of
focus
time,
on his head, though.
yeah,
People focus on his head. Why? Because they're trying to knock him out. They're not trying to beat him in a fight. Most of these guys aren't trying to beat him in a fight. They're trying to knock him out. They want him to
yeah.
get humiliated.
I mean, probably the best striking performance we saw against him was that second fight against Whitaker.
Yeah, that was really good, man. That was really good. His kicks were working too. I didn't. I thought that he made that fight a little bit harder than he should have.
Who is he?
Yeah, Izzy, because Whitaker was having a lot of success with that left jab, or that left jab, from what I can remember. But it was still, I mean, he still got dominated. But I just felt like I don't know. I just don't like when fighters keep getting hit with the same shot. It just annoys me. Like,
Dude, you have to watch Uriah Hall versus Sean Strickland, dude. Sean Strickland, watch him fight Uriah Hall.
oh, okay. You know what, bro? I think I've seen that fight because Uriah Hall is a Jamaican dude.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I've seen it, but I'm gonna still watch it regardless. I'm gonna still watch it.
He just got jabbed to hell, bro. Uriah Hall got jabbed to hell. That's really the story of the fight, man.
It's crazy, it's crazy, bro. When I see Jamaican MMA fighters, bro, and they're not great. Like, it's like, bro, what are you doing? It's like, what are you doing, bro? You know what I'm saying? It's like, come on. I mean, what? Aljamain Sterling is Jamaican, right?
Yeah.
Is he Jamaican or is he American?
Aljamain Sterling's like us.
Okay.
So he's first generation.
Right.
Yeah. But the thing is, man, is not Aljamain, as Uriah Hall used to have like a spark, man. Uriah Hall was on like a string, bro, where he was
Yeah.
Uriah
How old
Hall,
is he? Like, yeah, is he like new? I know he's not new.
Uriah Hall is 37 now, but he beat Anderson Silva. I have to go back and look at. There's so many fighters in there now, but I have to go back and look. But I believe he was on the Ultimate Fighter. Pretty sure he was on the Ultimate Fighter. Pretty sure he knocked someone out on the Ultimate Fighter. He knocked this one dude out, and he was like having a seizure. He just had good technique, mixed with the fact that he's a powerful guy. Like Uriah Hall is, if you look at him, he's huge. He's a powerful guy, and then built with the fact that that mixed with the fact that he had great timing, and he would just fucking just KO people.
When was his decline? Like what year would you say?
I don't. It's hard to do that. Really, I really just don't know. But he's 37, so he's older. So
yeah, Father Time is undefeated. Father Time is
undefeated. Yeah. Yeah, man.
But
it is what it is. But the thing is, Pereira is 38, bro.
What?
I'm pretty sure. No. Don't you dare.
That can't be right.
Hold me to you.
30? No, he's not 30.
I'm pretty sure he's 36. He came up right here. I think he's 36. No, he's 34, bro. 34. Get my ass out of here.
If he was 30, what you said, 37 or something?
I thought he was older than that. I don't know what made me think he was 37.
If he was 37, bro, I would be like, what? I'll be shocked. But
no, he's only 2 years or 3 years older than Izzy.
Yeah. Okay. I think that fight's gonna be good, man. If he can get past whoever they're gonna fight, I think they are gonna fight next though, because I think Izzy does want it. And the thing is, Izzy doesn't have to worry about is not getting emotional. He can't get emotional. This is personal for him. You know what I'm saying? His fame, Alex Pereira's fame, is built off of knocking out Izzy. You know what I'm saying?
That's so true.
You feel me? That's what happens, bro.
Okay, I think I would say that his fame among people who don't know anything about kickboxing, I think that his fame among casuals has definitely been built around Izzy.
Yeah, like you're right. You know what I'm saying? Like that's where all the hype is. People don't really give a fuck. People don't really care about the kickboxing stuff. Like not people, but like casuals, even because this is a different sport, right? I know, if you were, what I'm saying, if he was, what was it, Glory? Yeah, if he was 2-time champion Glory, and he came to UFC and he did knock out Izzy, people wouldn't really bat an eye. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong, he'd still be good. It'd be a good accomplishment for people that know.
Mm-hmm.
But, the fact that he's knocked out Izzy, people, they're like, oh shit.
That's I guess you are very correct, because that does elevate him, because people see how good he is.
Exactly. I'm telling you, bro, like, if you fight certain fighters, bro, certain fighters can make you superstars. Tank Davis.
Say it again.
Certain fighters can make you superstars. Fighting them.
Okay.
Tank Davis.
Conor
McGregor.
Mm-hmm.
Canelo. I don't want to say Canelo because he's fought some low tier guys and you never hear them again. So I don't want to say Canelo. He has the ability to, but it's not always certain that you're going to become a superstar. He's fought dudes that you've never heard of, and you never do hear them again. But it depends. It all depends. But Deontay Wilder, that's pretty much the really big one. Yeah. But like, Tank Davis is the worst one though. Like, he has made people absolute superstars. What's his name? The guy that he fought, the Mexican dude, the little something Cruz, Isaac Cruz. The dude gained like 100K followers after he fought him in one night. Like,
damn.
It's like, oh my god. Like, don't get me wrong. I mean, he has to fight someone, but he's just giving this fame away. You know what I'm saying? Just like, have it. Who else was like that? Whatever. It doesn't really matter. But yeah, man. So
yeah, that's crazy.
I really do feel like they will fight next, Izzy and Alex. Because
I think that you could be right. I just don't know. Like, I genuinely think that they could make more money with that fight if he beat.
No, I agree. I think it's a bigger money fight if he can do worse what he did to Robert or any of the top guys. If he does something worse, the fight is gonna get hyped up more. They're gonna build it great. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying, because like Sean and Izzy have not even seen each other before. But if he knocked out, like, this is one of the things that people are saying about Marvin Vettori, right? Is that Marvin Vettori has a chin on him, because if he knocks out Marvin Vettori, if he manages to knock out Robert Whittaker,
that's gonna be huge.
The anticipation for the Adesanya fight.
Wow.
Exponentially, bro.
These are facts.
It's exponential.
So if we can see that, they'll probably make that happen. The matchmaking.
No, that's what I think, because like, dog, you obviously can't take, like, Sean Strickland was the number 4 contender. You can't take it away from him. But it's like, dog, no one thinks that Sean Strickland could have amassed. Right. Like, no one just seen anything. Like, Sean Strickland, like, what you can say about him is, like, he has a really good jab. Excuse me. He has a really good jab. And he has very good boxing defense. Very good boxing defense. He's one of the least hit fighters in the UFC. If not the least hit fighter. But the thing is, it's like that is because, like, it's what people try to do to him. When people try to mix it up with him, he doesn't defend. I still have 2 fingers up. He doesn't defend kicks very well. He does not defend leg kicks very well. He does, like we said, like, he comes in kind of sloppy. Like, he's very used to counter punching. He's very used to leaning back and counter punching, and just staying out of range, and just like when he fought Jack Hermanson this last time, Hermanson, which was the fight that he had before this one. It was actually a main event. It was a fight night, but it was a main event. But But it was like Jack was coming at Sean with like he just wanted to kill him, bro, with like relentless force, bro, just coming at him, like swinging at him, like wild, bro. But like his defense was very measured, like very good. He was almost like looked like a boxer, bro. He had kind of like a Philly shell looking thing and
Yeah,
kind
I
of
know. I noticed that in the Alex fight too. I noticed he was trying to, but the problem with Philly shell, bro. Now, and I learned this recently. If you are not athletically gifted enough, the Philly shell is a very dangerous technique to use. It's a very if you're not athletically gifted enough. The reason why Floyd was so good at it is because he was training his whole life with it. His father did it. His uncle did it. But you see fighters try to do it, and you see sometimes, bro, it can do a lot more harm than good. You know what I'm
mm-hmm.
saying? Um, and Floyd himself is very athletically gifted.
Mm-hmm.
Cat-like reflexes, right? And even
Yeah.
still, he's gotten tagged with the Philly shell. So I used to do the Philly shell a lot. You know, when I'm sparring, I stopped. Not that I got hit doing. You know, not it wasn't that. It was just it's better to be yourself.
Mm-hmm.
It's better not to just imitate Floyd. I'm not saying that he is doing that, but the Philly shell, you have to be even his father, his uncle, they lost using the Philly shell. You know what I'm saying? Roger Mayweather, he lost against Pernell Whitaker. You should watch that fight. That fight is really
Yeah.
good. And then Sugar Ray Leonard beat Floyd's father. But you see them,
Yeah.
they're using the Philly shell. It can work, but you're not gonna do it as good as Floyd. You know what I'm saying? Like unless you are growing up from a little boy and you're doing the Philly shell, you're practicing it. That's the only way I see. And you have the same type of reflexes, then you'll be able to pull it off. But I've seen fighters, bro. They try to do it and they don't calculate enough, and they do this, and they're still getting. You know what I'm saying? They still get hit. So I like personally. I think that the better way to do it is a James Toney way. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I like his Philly shell a lot. I think it's more practical because your whole with Floyd, it's like you're just missing him.
Mm-hmm.
It's dangerous, but it works because he can counter you so well. But with James Toney's Philly shell, like you're out of the way completely. Like sometimes he's ducking completely. You know what I'm saying? Like So you should watch you should watch. Write this down. Watch James Toney versus Mike McCallum. Oh my god! Watch number one. That
All
fight
right.
is ridiculous. You would love that. I think you would love that a lot.
James Toney.
Versus Mike McCallum. That fight is ridiculous. I mean, the shots landed in that fight is just it's
Yeah.
dangerous, man. It's dangerous. And like you watch it like okay, now I can see why now I can see why James Toney is talking the way he does. I mean,
Like, come on, bitch.
bro,
Bitch,
like,
come on.
it's like, bro,
Come on,
it's
bitch.
so sad, man. Like when you hear him talk, it's so sad. But
No, but I mean, like when he would talk shit in fights.
oh yeah,
You
no, he
still
was
like that
awesome.
hit?
Yeah, he was awesome, man. Like I love. That's one of my favorite fighters, man. His defense is just so good, but he lost.
Oh, 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 oh.
He
Excuse me.
lost against Roy Jones. Roy Jones just was too athletic for him.
Mm.
Too athletic for him, man.
Who
Roy
was
Jones.
that? Who was that? Because I saw a video with James Toney in the gym with some kid.
Recently.
I don't know if it was recent, but he was with this white kid in the gym, like a smaller
I think I
white
know.
kid.
Yeah, I think I've seen that picture too. I don't know who it was. I
It
think
was
I
a
know.
video. I saw.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a whole sparring video.
Was he big? Like, was he bigger?
The white kid?
No. James Toney. Like, was he?
James?
Like,
No, yeah, James Toney was bigger. Yeah.
okay, so it's definitely recently. I think I know what you're talking about. I don't know. I follow him on Instagram. I can look at it. Um,
Okay.
but okay. So who do you have? Uh, 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 fuck. What's the guy's name? AJ versus Usyk. Who do you have?
I think Usyk is better, man. I'm just gonna be. I saw the first fight, and I just think Usyk is better.
I agree that Usyk is a better fighter. I've never liked the way Anthony Joshua fought. I thought he was extremely robotic. I thought he does have power, but he's so predictable as a fighter. He is extremely predictable, and he does not make the necessary adjustments when he's in trouble. Andy Ruiz knocked him down 4 times.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like he knocked Andy down once, right, in the first round.
I don't think he knocked
He
Andy
did.
down. Maybe he did. I don't know. I haven't seen that fight in a while, but I know that he got dropped 4 times in that fight.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Might have to look it up. I'm pretty sure he dropped Ruiz.
Okay.
Wait, did Joshua drop Ruiz? They turned in Joshua knocked him down hard in the third round. Yeah.
Okay.
But got dropped twice later in the round, twice more in the seventh. Yeah. So he got dropped twice in the third and twice in the seventh.
Yeah. And they
That's
called it off
why.
on the fourth. Andy Ruiz, or they called him out. They called they stopped the fight in the 7th round. But Andy Ruiz has very fast hands. I'll give him that. But this was someone that Andy should have blown over, just out of the water. You know what I'm saying? This is what he was expected to do. And realistically, he should have fought Deontay Wilder. But now that the fight was, anyways, I'm not gonna dwell on it. But I do think that Usyk is a better fighter, but I'm calling for AJ this fight because I think he's better. He's a lot better in rematches. He knows what he has to do to get the W. I think he's going to be able to do it. He also has a new trainer, Robert Garcia. He's a really good trainer. He's been a world champion before. So I think he'll be able to take it, but it's going to be close, man. Like, Usyk is a master boxer. He's very good at boxing, straight boxing. Like, and it's hard for someone to just completely do a 360 with their technique. You know what I'm saying? So, smart money's on Usyk for sure. But I just have a feeling that AJ will be able to do enough to do what's right just to get the W. I don't think it'll be entertaining. I don't think it'll be, a crazy high volume fight. But I think he'll do enough.
What do you think he has to do to win?
Well, realistically, he just needs to keep Usyk off of him with the jab.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. He needs to use his length.
Usyk is a smaller heavyweight. He's not small, but he's a smaller heavyweight. He's 6'3". AJ is 6'6". He has a bigger arm reach. So, he should be able to use his size correctly and keep him off him. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So he should be able, if he can keep him off him with the jab, crack him with the right, and not get caught with those left hooks, he'll win. He'll win the fight. But again, Usyk is more skilled than him. We'll put that's already been proven. You know what I'm saying? He's better skilled than him. But physically, AJ has the advantage. So it's up to AJ. Realistically, it's up to AJ. All these fights that he's lost, it's always been about him. It's literally always been about him allowing them to do what they want.
That is so true, man. Because that's what I saw with the Ruiz fight. Because he dropped Ruiz first, and I feel like,
bro, go ahead.
I just feel like a lot of the times when I saw Ruiz go in and drop him, it was like. It was like Anthony could have gotten out of the way.
Right. It's like you're watching it and you're like, if I'm in his shoes, obviously it's a little bit different when you're actually there, but it's like, okay, a lot of these things are avoidable. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's what I mean.
Especially in the Usyk fight. Because if you watch that fight again, you can see it's embarrassing. You can see him drop his hand because he gets feinted by Usyk, and Usyk just comes over the top and hits him with the left hook. it's just embarrassing to watch. You're like, okay, how did you get hit that many times with that shit? Like, and it's you know what I'm saying? It's like it's simply his error. It's not so much that Usyk. Don't get me wrong. I've already said Usyk is a better boxer, but it's not so much that what Usyk is doing. It's more so what AJ is allowing to be done to him. That's all. It's all it is. That's all it is. You know what I'm saying? He should be able to do a lot more damage than what he's.
Do you think it's a focus thing?
It's definitely a focus thing. It's also it's a lot of it in his head. It's a lot of it's in his head because one, he blew up a lot. He blew up very quick. He blew up very quick.
I feel like he's just a star, dude. Like he has the look to be a star.
No, and the thing is
the name.
But here's the question: did he want that? Did he want? I mean, obviously he wanted money, but did he want all the fame he's gotten? Because he's a big fighter, right? He's known by a lot of people. He's not just Tyson Fury. Maybe a year ago was only really known in the UK, but once he fought Deontay Wilder, then he became a kind of like a bigger star.
Yeah.
But AJ, even before I was into boxing, I knew about AJ. I knew about 3 or 4 fighters before I ever was really into boxing. Floyd Mayweather, obviously, Tank Davis, Canelo Alvarez, AJ. I knew about Wilder. And that's pretty much it, I think. It was like 5 guys that I knew, that I just heard, I wasn't in boxing, but I've heard their name before. I've seen them before. You know what I'm saying? So he's a superstar, you know what I'm saying, right? So, and when he became a superstar, he was a younger dude. You know what I'm saying? So the expectation of him. Also, Andy Ruiz was his first fight in the United States.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That was his first ever fight. Yeah, that was his first ever fight in the United States. So I think a lot of it is mental, bro. I think a lot of it is mental. There's a lot of fighters that they'll freeze up in the limelight. They'll freeze up when all the lights are on them.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's Anthony Joshua. Another guy is Danny Garcia. I don't know if you've heard of him.
No.
He fought Errol Spence, and Errol Spence just beat him up. But some of these guys, man, it's like they just get starstruck. Like they freeze up and they don't do what they usually do. You know what I'm saying? When they're fighting regular fights, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of it is mental, man. Like I guess that's what comes with it. Do you think you'd be okay if you were in that?
I mean, bro, I think it just comes with experience. Cause I think like, obviously when I was young and stuff, I was in tournaments and stuff like that. And I think it's just expectations, bro. And it's just, I think when you don't care what like people think about you, then it becomes easier. Because I think like when you get into your head when you're like, I don't want to get knocked out, or I don't want to lose because it'd be super embarrassing or something like that. But I think when you just accept that that's a possibility, a lot of that stuff just goes away. When you just accept like, yeah, I can get knocked out, and if I can get knocked out, then I get knocked out. But it should not. The fact that I can get knocked out, like he can also get knocked out. Like
exactly.
It could be
if you can get knocked out, you can knock the other person out too.
Yeah. So like that's how you should go at it. I think it's just honestly, man, like I think really everybody should work with if you want to compete in a serious way, you should work with a sports psychologist. If you want to compete in a serious way, because I think that it will elevate you. Mm-hmm. What I didn't really realize, like, because I had performance anxiety in high school. I didn't realize, but like you can hold yourself back more than anybody can hold you back. You can hold yourself back overthinking more than anybody can hold you back trying to. Like you can always fight against somebody else. But if you're like accepting yourself, if you're accepting that you can't do something, then that's really where you lose, bro. That's really when you get held back. That's what really holds you back is yourself.
These are facts, These are it was a lot of facts, man. Like if you're in your head saying this and I hope this, like
bro.
it's just
The best thing, bro. The greatest thing that I ever heard, like it just having to do with that having to do with nerves in a fight, was when was hearing Mike Tyson talk about Casamado, what he used to tell him. He used to tell him, like, you do not exist. Like, you don't exist in there. The only thing that exists is the task. The only thing that exists is the other person. The task is at hand. The other person is in front of you, and you need to eliminate them. Like, there should be no ego in it. No ego. Like, you shouldn't be worrying about
right.
whether or not you're gonna get knocked out. It's not
Right.
about you. It's about the task.
Oh, that's a good point. That's a really good point. Jeez.
Yeah, I love that. I love that, man. From Mike Tyson, he was like, well, actually, I heard Joe Rogan say it. He was talking about what Casamado used to say to him, because he was like Casamado used to say to him, "Hey, you do not exist when you're inside the ring. Out here, you're Mike Tyson. In there, you don't exist. You're iron. You don't exist.
Mm-hmm.
Just the task. Just get him." And then, like, it allows you to, like, get that focus, because it allows you to, like, be present. When you're inside your head, you're not being present. When you're out here attending to what's out here, you're being present. That's what fighting is, man. It's about you have to stay present.
That's very true, bro. That's extremely true. Like, wow, man, your biggest enemy is yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Your biggest enemy is yourself, man. But yeah, man, that's some really heavy shit. That's some really heavy shit. Like for me, I just kind of, like what you said before, I just kind of forget about what anyone else is saying. I just, you know what I'm saying? I just release that part of, obviously it's in your head, you know what I'm saying? But, I kind of just like, all right, it is what it is. I'm here. Like, so, and I kind of live life like that in general, you know what I'm saying? I remember I never really had an issue with that until I came to high school. You know what I'm saying? Until I came to high school and I had to relearn it, not caring what people thought about. I had to relearn it. I relearned it back in grade 12, you know what I'm saying? So that you know what I'm saying? So, I never, it hasn't left me again, but, because people can get into your head. The fans can get into your head. It's not just you're fighting. You got social media now. People, on your comments, you know what I'm saying? Like it's probably a lot of pressure to be a fighter today. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I think just not caring what people are saying and just knowing what you have to do. It's just a mixture of everything, what you said, pretty much. Mixture, you know what I'm saying? Just
it comes down to confidence, bro. It comes down to confidence and identity, bro. Know who you are and believe in
exactly.
that you can do what you know you can do.
Right, and just no wavering.
Exactly.
No wavering at all whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? You did what you said you were going to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's how you just and if something happens different, it doesn't come from your side.
Dude,
you know what I'm saying?
I mean, Volkanovski, this past weekend is a great example of this, and he talked about it after his fight. And he was talking about, always stand up for yourself. He was just like, people were talking shit to me and booing me, trying to boo me off stage and booing me every time I picked up the mic and whatnot. He was just like, bro, stand up for yourself. Yeah, they're gonna boo me, and then I'm gonna come out here and I'm gonna put on literally one of the best performances we have ever seen in the division. Because, like, their boos don't mean anything. Likewise, it's not going to change. It's in your head. Like, it doesn't change anything. What they think doesn't change anything. It doesn't change the amount of work you put in. It doesn't change all the fights that you've been through. It doesn't change any of that.
Exactly.
So, like,
noise. It's just
noise. Exactly. It's noise.
And once you can tune that out, it's out. And then it's only you. So as long as you're comfortable with yourself, you will not get held back. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, that's some people forget about that stuff, man. People forget about that stuff. Like, it's not just about. See, when you're fighting Canelo, I'll put it to you this way: like, when you're fighting Canelo, you're not just fighting Canelo. You
Mhm.
have to be able to fight that huge ass crowd too. Whenever you're fighting Canelo, bro, you know it's not going to be a small fight. It's going to be a massive showdown. You're going to have thousands, hundreds of, no, tens of thousands of people wanting to see Canelo knock you out. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And Bivol was a good example because when he won, he kept on telling the people, the reporters, he said, "I'm not surprised." And he was saying, even before the fight, he was saying, Canelo's not invincible. See, when people fight Canelo, they give him the utmost respect. And that's how I know
Mhm.
they're going to get knocked out. They're praising Canelo, saying, oh, he's the best fighter. I'm just honored to fight him. I know they're going to get knocked out because they're too starstruck to even fight him realistically. Don't get me wrong, you can give respect out to a fighter, but when you're praising him, listen, you know what I'm saying? If I'm fighting Canelo, bro, I'm going to say he's a great fighter, but my job is to end him. That's all. That's all I'm gonna say. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's gonna be for anyone. Obviously he's good enough for me to be fighting him, or I'm good enough to be fighting him. But
I
these
think
dudes like Charlo, they love him. That's why I don't think even if they do fight, I think he's gonna knock him out because Charlo loves Canelo. He really like has a. I think he looks up to Canelo. You know what I'm saying? So you can't
mhm.
have too much respect for the fighter that you're fighting, man. Like
Yeah.
you have to know where the limit is. You know what I'm saying? Um, but I wanted to talk to us one more topic.
Yeah, go for
You
it.
saw that video about you saw that video with that girl and that guy, and she she threw out the McDonald's because she only bought
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah. Yeah.
he only bought McDonald's for his son.
Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
your opinion on that?
It's crazy, bro. Dog, if any that girl's a bum, number one. Like if that was any dude, they would be calling him a bum, bro. Talking about I don't get my food stamps till when
That
and whenever. Dog,
that
I don't
that
know. But
I've been
spiteful people like that really just it irks me, bro, because it's like he's doing something for the kid that you can't do for the kid and you're getting upset.
mhm.
You're getting upset that
He's able to do that.
fam, why is it his fault that his kid is that kid has a good dad and or excuse me, why is it the kid's fault that he has a good dad?
And they don't.
And exactly. So it's like I don't
When
know,
I'm
man.
telling you, bro, when she threw the McDonald's, ooh, that shit angered the shit out of me. I made a fist. I'm like, oh my god, that shit just annoyed the shit out of me, bro. That shit just like, wow, this like you just think about how conniving and
Spiteful, bro.
spiteful
It's
you
spiteful.
have to be to throw out the food.
It's very spiteful. It's
That is
extremely spiteful. Just thinking
that
about
is just
yourself.
some hurtful ass. That's some hurtful ass shit.
She's just thinking about herself, bro.
Yeah.
She's not thinking about the kid at
Not
all.
at all. Not, and that's where the main issue is. The girl talking about my food stamps. Man, oh my god. You yeah, I can't I don't even go into it too much, but I just could not believe that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You
Like
know,
it's
that's
just sad because the kid now has to go through this power struggle of the dad doing good things and the mother trying to smother it because the other fathers are deadbeats. That's pretty much what's going on. You know what I'm
well,
saying?
yeah. I mean, yeah. I don't. I'm not gonna. I'm not going to presume to know what her situation is with the other.
Facts. These are facts. These are facts.
But I'm just.
Look,
But
but
all
like
I'm saying is like
the evidence we've been presented, I think we can listen. You know, what I'm saying the evidence we've been presented is pointing to that. You know what I'm saying? The fact that you know what I'm saying. Look, I mean, she's waiting for her food stamps. She's getting on one dude because I mean, it's just a whole
I
mess.
want to see what Shorty looks like. I didn't even see. Did
Well,
you see what?
apparently she made a reply video, but
Is she
that
bad?
same video she made on TikTok. Apparently, that same video came from someone that did a lot of skits. So it may not
Oh,
even be
okay.
her. It may not even be her, or it could the whole thing could be fake. I don't know. It doesn't. It didn't seem fake to me. It seemed pretty real to me. But
I mean, bro, it looks like the thing. Okay, here's the problem, bro. Is like today's day and age, you can make something up like that, and people will think it's real because like it can happen.
it does
Like,
happen.
we've seen stuff like that happen in real
Right.
life. Like
Right.
we've seen girls do stuff. We saw Amber Heard just take a shit on this dude's bed.
Right. Like anything could happen nowadays.
That's crazy to
Anything.
me.
Anything. These are facts.
That's so
facts.
insane, bro. Bro? I don't even understand how she did that, bro.
Listen.
I don't understand.
Listen. First of all, because I didn't follow the trial.
So
but how did that happen? Did she just take a shit? Did she just take a shit on the bed? Like did she just shit? Did she just
bro, but how? But like if you there's so many things if I want to hurt someone.
Oh my god.
There's so many things I can think of.
Facts that you can do to hurt, but shitting.
Why is that so, bro? It's like I don't know, man.
She chose
I can think of so many other things. I could think of so many words I could say.
You know how nasty of a bitch you have to be to shit?
I mean,
that is some nasty stuff.
Bro, I don't know, man. On the bed though, but on the bed.
You're a nasty hoe.
On the bed is just gross.
Gross.
I guess the thought process, bro. I don't understand it, bro. What do you think? But are people thinking, bro, when you get what? Were you even angry? Were you angry?
If you're taking a shit on the bed,
dog.
I mean, you must have thought about it to a degree. You must have calmed yourself down enough to take a shit on the bed. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it was like an anger shit.
That's what I'm thinking.
You feel me?
I'm thinking. It's so
like she definitely thought about what it would have.
All her emotions. Through all her emotions, she has to like keep rationalizing shitting on the bed. They're like being calm. She has to be like, damn, I'm really doing something crazy. But remember that one time,
right?
When she has to like keep herself angry. She has
like,
whatever,
the mental just isn't there. The mental is just not there. It can't be. It can't be.
So I'm sorry, the camera's shaking.
Like it's one of those things where it's like. You can't be thinking straight if you're going to be doing those things.
Yeah, man. But protect yourself, man. CTE.
Yeah.
Protect yourself.
Definitely.
You don't want to lose your mind and end up shitting on beds.
Exactly. Shit. That's the main break your shit, man. Like so much things that people do nowadays are just you know what? It's not even nowadays. People have always done crazy shit. People have always done crazy shit, but now it's just that the internet is so easy to access that. Like,
yeah, bro. I really don't understand how people can even act the same way now that the internet is,
everything's being broadcasted, man.
Man, I just heard like at the Young Thug trial, they're using his song lyrics.
Oh,
pretty sure Gunna is having song lyrics used against him.
This shit is it's sad on one part, and then it's like, because I don't want to see no black men in jail. You know what I'm saying? That this shit happens too often, right?
Mm-hmm.
But a part of me also feels like it's like, okay, you have all this money. Mm-hmm. What are you doing even remotely close to the streets?
Mm-hmm.
At a certain point, bro, that shit feels toxic.
No, I mean it's a learned experience, dude. Like I can't really get behind why so many people talk down on Chief Keef for doing what he did,
right?
And getting into a situation that was obviously much safer for him and his family. So
that's right. You don't win any points from staying in a war-ridden place. All you win is people coming to your funeral and saying R.I.P. and putting your face on a shirt. That's all you wear. Like, I'm a dude. I don't even know if I could really call him a friend per se. I mean, we were friends in high school, right? We were friends in school. Like, he was one of the, he was one of those people that you hang out in school.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But not really outside of school.
I feel, yeah.
He just got gunned down in Oshawa. He literally just got gunned down last weekend. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Yeah, like I was shocked when I heard about it.
Bro, what is happening out there, bro?
Bro,
it's turning up out there.
Yeah, it's getting bad. When I left, I kept telling people it's going to get worse because in grade 12, you couldn't go to parties without something going down. I remember I was at a party, and bro, the whole time, all of us posted, looking around because you couldn't have no fun. You couldn't have no fun at all. So at the end of the party, we're walking out. All here is bare punches. I see one guy, and it was a guy that was having fun. Actually, it was this dude that was dancing, this and that. He got punched up, chain snatched, everything. So I remember I stopped going to parties because you couldn't have fun. You know what I'm saying? But it's getting worse. It's getting worse, and that was like that's like 10 minutes away from my house in Canada. It's not far. But yeah, people are getting smoked, man, and it's sad because I knew the guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was I never had an issue with him. He was I think he was a solid dude. I know his best friend. I'm definitely friends with his best friend, and I don't know how he's. I can't imagine that, man. Like, losing your best friend. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, the dude was gunned down, so it's just getting bad, man. And it's like, at a certain point, bro, it's like, bro, why do you want to be around that stuff? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's to the point, bro. It's like, even now, bro, when I watch like gangster shows, I get tired of it because it's like, this shit is not like Power, like the new Power, Tyreek and everything like that. I'm not interested in it because it's like real life. It's not as glamorous at all as what 100%. They're saying it as. It's just
100%.
It's a lonely place,
bro. I've been looking at prison stories recently, bro. Just about people who had been locked up for a long time, just about the things that they have witnessed and how it's changed them, and how they would have done everything so differently.
And you hear the same story each time. You see, you know what I'm saying? It's like the people are either dead or they're in jail. And when they're in jail, they regret everything they did. You know what I'm saying?
I think everybody should take this as a lesson, okay?
We're dropping gems out here.
Do martial arts. Do
something that's going to keep you out of trouble.
Do something that will teach you discipline.
Exactly.
And will help you quell your ego, because I'm going to tell you right now, there's a lot of black men, there's a lot of men, period, a lot of people, period, but I just want to say especially black men, who just end up in jail or dead over somebody stepped on your shoes, somebody said something you didn't like, somebody's fucking with some girl that you thought that y'all had a thing. Oh, ego, bro. It's all ego.
All ego.
Just learn how to do something to quell that, and it will save you a lot of hassle. But I think that's should we end on that?
That's facts, because we're gonna end on that. But there's something that there's a certain type of peace that you have when you know you can beat someone up. If you're a fighter, if you do martial arts, you box, there's a certain peace you have when you know if someone steps on your shoe, if someone cuts you off, if you know you can do a lot more damage than what you're not going to do, there's a certain peace to that. So martial arts is really good to get into. But yeah, we're gonna end on that. We'll definitely see you guys next Sunday. I think there is a fight next week, a boxing fight, so I'll send you that link, Micah.
All right,
we'll talk to you guys, and that is the Red Corner. The Red Corner.
Sir. Yes, sir. It is.
All right, y'all. Peace, Micah.
Peace out.
Bye.
Peace out, guys.